A lot of people lament that there's no good journalism going on anymore, no good investigative reporting, nothing's original. Well, I agree, and that's why I'm very proud to present to you something that was created by my colleagues at Townhall.com, a story you won't see anywhere else. Take a look.
This ain't right. We had all this meat, we worked hard to get it in the freezer, process it, package it. The next day they came with a search warrant, went through everything, house, every building in the barn. They just raided through everything. We can't touch it, we can't sell it, we can't feed our family, we can't give it away, can't feed it to dogs, we can't do anything with it. They just took it to the dump. You have to keep going because people are depending on this stuff as their medicine. I want this world to have the opportunity of finding real food.
You're about to hear the story of how a small-town Amish farmer's world was turned upside down by the government of Virginia. Townhall spoke with that cattle farmer, Samuel Fisher, the owner of Golden Valley Farms. Since the state raided his farm, Samuel has been criminally charged. His products, which feed about 500 customers and their families, were seized and hauled to the dump, and his meat sales have been shut down. Samuel and his family are Amish farmers. Out of respect for his religious tradition, we're adhering to his wishes to keep his face and family off camera as much as possible for this interview. This is Samuel's story in his own words. Can you just tell me more about Golden Valley Farms and its origin?
We started about 5 years ago. We bought the herd of cows with the business, with the customer base, basically just selling milk. We started doing cream, yogurt, other stuff because people were asking for it. And then along with that, we pretty soon started with meat. When we put up this building, we were not planning on processing meat ourselves. We were doing it a little bit for our family, but we were not planning to do it for our customers. And then we decided we're gonna do some USDA inspected because I knew that is technically, to a lot of people's minds, is more legal. So I decided we're gonna send it to the USDA facilities, have it slaughtered, butchered there, and bring it back, put it in the freezer and sell that. So now we had two options available. We did sell some of the USDA meat, but it was slow. It was very obvious the customers do want the meat that is processed here on the farm and no USDA inspection. And after the state was here, it was interesting. I told the office manager to do a survey from the customers if they want me to send our animals to USDA and have it USDA inspected, or if they want me to process it here myself. The survey came back around 92% of the customers wanted me to process here on the farm, sell it right here off the farm.
What are the costs to take it to the nearest facility, and how far away would that be?
That's around 2 hours of driving, and the cost to take it over there is a lot. It depends if you can do a lot at one time. If you can do a trailer load at one time, say 4 cows and 5 pigs or something like that, cost for all that would probably be $500. But it's hard for us to ship so many animals at one time, process all those, bring the meat back, and have that in stock. By the time the meat comes back, you might be running low on certain cuts of meat, but what you ordered from USDA was not accurate to that. You might run out of some stuff long before other stuff because you had to order it so far in advance. Plus then the pandemic came, and then you had to schedule your animals around 8 to 12 months ahead of time. Well, that was super hard to predict so far ahead how much I actually need to process. At that time, pandemic came, stores weren't open, stores were running out of food, customers were starting to buy heavily. All of a sudden, we had a lot of need for meat. Well, there was no option taking it to USDA facility, so that's when the trigger pushed to do it ourselves. Customers were buying mostly from our own meat, not so much from the USDA. Then the pandemic came and there was no other option but either not have it available or process it ourselves. So we started processing ourselves. We put addition to the building and made a processing room, and we certainly like it now. Then the state came in and asked what we're doing, and I told them exactly what we're doing. We're selling meat to our customers, and they said, no, there's no way around it. You can't do that. They asked permission to get in here. I did not give them permission to come in here, and they told me we'll be back and left. The next day they came with a search warrant.
So the customers loved it. It was great for the farmer. It was great for the community. It was great for the economy during the pandemic. And so, of course, the government ruined it. To get the rest of the story, go to townhall.com. Great job, Mia Cathell reporting, and Kevin McMahon, video journalist. That's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. In the meantime, I'll see you on the radio.